So, the 12-strand DNA activation is something that I wanted to talk to you about. I had gotten certified in the 144 Mary Magdalene activation. About 300,000 years ago, there was an interruption in the chemical makeup of the human DNA, where we went from having a natural birth of 12 strands in our DNA to only containing two. And some might say that it was Anki and Anil, and others may say that it was a reptilian force of creators that was stunted the human DNA growth and prevented it from being activated. It's still dormant in our strands, and a lot of the scientists might call it junk DNA. But if you follow any research about DNA, what you will find is that junk DNA actually has a code in it, and it's called the God code. They have been able to transcribe it and see that it says in the Hebrew or Sanskrit writing in those DNA strands that I am Yahweh and I am with you. So the reptilians wanted to disconnect our ability to bring light to source from within and our ability to connect to the divine. So they manipulated from the fourth D on us, because they were a more superior enlightened being than us, how to deactivate 10 strands of the 12, leaving us only 2 to work with. Those 10 strands are the encoded light figments. So they are what escalates us in our vibrational frequency code to that of the enlightened, of the divine. It is something that about a couple decades ago, the family of light, also known as light workers, 144,000 light workers, started to really be active and activated themselves. These are people that were generally born in the late 60s, 70s, and early 80s. They may have been rebellious by nature, and they are now what is known as a light worker. That includes myself. What we are here to do is to reconnect those 10 strands of DNA so that we are able to see outside of the matrix, so that we can bring in a matrix shift so that we can go to the 5-dimensional earth, the 5th density. When these DNA strands are activated, some of the things that you will feel is being released from past life negative impressions or bleed throughs. So if you feel like you always have the shit end of the stick, or that things never seem to work out for you, this will change that luck and dynamic. It'll awaken your ESP, intuition, and psychic gifts and awarenesses, and will allow you to physically feel better. It brings on a physical healing for you. You'll see that you'll have more energy, and you'll find your life's purpose more in line on your journey. You'll be able to understand what you're here to do. It is also going to unleash your own authenticity and what you believe to be true for you and for humanity, and let go of those limiting beliefs. And if you want to see miracles, activate your DNA. Things change immediately for you. There's no such thing as a miracle. Those miracles are shining bright. They were brought forth from us to us. We're just too succumb to see it. So if you want to start experiencing that, go ahead and book your DNA activation sessions with me. I am currently working on the 1st through 12th strands of DNA activation. I will eventually move on to the 24th, and then the 36th, the 48th, all the way up to the 144th strand when people are ready. I know some of the practitioners are charging over $1,100 to activate up to 144 DNA strands. So if this is something that you would like to get in on, if this is something that you would like to do and work on as a healing, go ahead and reach out to me. I look forward to responding. My 12-strand DNA activation is going to be $11.11 all day long for Cyber Monday, and then it will go to $22 after Monday. Take care, guys.